So it looks like a certain Aquaman starlet has tried to shut me down in a courtroom. That's right. While getting those closest to them to go on social media, try to flag me down saying, hey, this stuff that's covering, that's not allowed. Now, all of this, it is part of a desperate plan to, number one, shut down opposition. Number two, get them out of deposition, and it won't work at all. You and I, we're going to talk about that filing and all of these posts today. Crazy times, isn't it? Crazy times indeed. Oh, man. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And the hilarious thing about this is I actually would have missed this in the court filing. I mean, after all, you'll notice the black bar right here. All of this information, it's actually been redacted. But lucky for me, that certain Aquaman starlet has apparently been discussing this with all the people around them. This person, by the way, they're a self-described legendary journalist, somebody that has been photographed very often with that certain Aquaman starlet. Yeah, this is what they had to say while trying to take my channel down. So at YouTube, why do you continue to allow an account, ThatUmbrellaGuy, to post freely after reportedly violating privacy rights surrounding information pertaining to the Depp Heard trial that is yet to take place in court? It is a grave security risk. Now, at first, that statement and other statements, they made me laugh quite a bit because we cover court documents that are available to the public. We don't put out any addresses, anything like that. But then again, this is the same person calling me an incel when I'm married and have 2 kids and saying, oh, the hatred for women, despite 33% of my audience being female. Then I started looking over this document right here. I want you to drink in this title to see what they're pulling here too. Defendant and counterclaim plaintiff, that certain Aquaman starlet, emergency motion for protective order to protect all individuals attending the deposition of that certain Aquaman starlet. Now, this document tries to leverage every claim under the sun. I do mean everything possible. We'll go over that in just a moment to try to either slow down or halt this deposition. But one thing really jumped off the page to me here, and well, you tell me who this is talking about. They redacted it, but luckily those people closest to that certain person, they tried to shut me down, and well, they mirrored this claim. Listen to it here. So number 9, the security precautions for the private building access, security at the location of the deposition, and police contact information that JD previously agreed to are critically important to that certain Aquaman starlet and her counsel's safety, as she and her counsel have been receiving threats, and JD's fans who are adverse to that Aquaman starlet are aware of the details of her deposition. For example, the Twitter account. Now, they redact this, and I thought this was fascinating, by the way. This is redacted for the public, so I can't actually see it. But to the day that document is filed, you have one of the closest people to that certain Aquaman starlet trying to shut down my channel. And the talking point, well, it comes right from that document only. That redacted portion right there, yeah, it sounds like they're filling in the blank. Now, what's even crazier is that this talking point, a redacted one, it becomes more detailed over the day. You can see that right here, talking about an emergency order, talking about plans and dates, and talking about myself. And these details, they're coming from accounts that certain Aquaman starlet follows, that the person I showed you that's close there, yeah, they have communication with for sure. And when those accounts were doxing people, filing false police reports and on, they were talking about keeping that information on the down low, keeping it hush until they could tell that certain Aquaman starlet's team about what they know. So spicy, right? So spicy indeed. Now, since I know they're listening, two things. Number one, everyone wants you to be deposed. Everyone wants you to take the stand because we want to hear those answers about charitable donations, body cam footage, and so much more. Don't try to twist anything there because everyone wants you at that trial. Number two, nice job redacting the Twitter profile there, considering you couldn't do that for 84 people that were witnesses, including JD's sister, JD's friends and family. You doxed all of them. Now, the reason that all of this exists, by the way, is because that certain Aquaman starlet, they want to do this remotely. Basically, they don't want to feel the pressure of sitting there right in front of the lawyers being asked those tough questions because they've done that before. And well, you've seen the reactions to that too. If they can't do that, then they want to be able to wear a mask so you can't interpret their reactions either. And that, well, that is hypocritical and beyond, considering that certain Aquaman starlet, they've been out in public, they go to major gatherings, they don't wear any barrier whatsoever, but now that suddenly matters. Now, other demands in this document, they include, and this is a court document, by the way, providing a contact at the local police department. I'll let you in on a little secret. I have a contact at every single police department imaginable. You simply dial their private line, 9, then 1. Then 1, they'll pick right up for you. Thanks there. You got a contact everywhere. Facilitating private and safe building ingress and egress. Providing safety measures inside the building to ensure the public cannot access the deposition area. By the way, everyone wants you to be deposed. Nobody wants you to have any problems. They want the lawyers to be able to ask you these questions. Ensuring cleaning measures for the building, restroom, and deposition area. Yeah, I mean, again, that's in a court document. I need a clean bathroom. I think they're going to provide that, because building lunch arrangements to avoid having to leave the building. By the way, they ask for their lunch to be paid for too, because they should pay for it, not just provide it. Arrangements with the court reporter for plexiglass barriers. They want barriers there. I mean, that says a lot as well. And assurances, all persons physically present, well, they've taken all measures against the beer bug. Now, I'd like to say that I'm surprised by all this, but I'm not. I mean, I'm really not. These are the same people that went to a company to track almost 10,000 Twitter users because they dare mention that certain Aquaman starlet that wanted to unveil the identities of over 200 anonymous Twitter users because, again, they did that same thing and is doxed at present over 80 people that are witnesses, including JD's sister. They put out JD's address and so much more. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. Want to help out the channel too? Links in the description. Take a moment, look those over. They definitely help us out. But you know what helps out even more? You being here. So share this, sub, you know that drill. And thank you again. See you soon.